Hello! The Tom London Show is brought to you by Suzuki Rivonia, the home of happy customers. And we'll be giving you some monster deals today, like huge deals. If you're looking to buy a car, make sure you watch the show because you won't get deals better than the deals we're going to show you. But before we show you deals, let me show you people. Joining us and on the line and representing Sodwana KZN and her company, Acumen Media. They watch the news so you don't have to. Tonya Khoury joins us now. Hello, Tonya.
Hello, Tommy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How's KZN?
It's raining.
Raining?
But it's hot.
Okay, that's good.
So we're grateful for the rain. Very grateful.
Good. And then someone whose dog is bluffing in the background. Could that be Alistair? Alistair's
probably
dog.
My ex-wife's cop. Probably my ex-wife's cop.
Okay, that didn't come out. It didn't sound right as it came out through my headphones. Your ex-wife's what?
Cop.
Cough. Oh, okay. Gee whiz. Right. How's it, Alistair?
Oh, you're welcome, and you.
Lekker, thank you. Alistair, you'll recall, was the man who put my BackABuddy campaign together. Good friend of mine, working with Tonya and I on a lot of stuff that we're doing. And today I thought we'd chat. In this program, we will chat about how to put a BackABuddy campaign together, because every day somebody asks me, how do you put a BackABuddy campaign together, Tom? And the person who knows more about that than me is actually Alistair. So we'll ask Alistair a little later on, how did you put it together? He'll give you some advice. I'll throw some advice at you. So if you're looking to put a BackABuddy campaign together, or perhaps you're needing to raise funds and you don't know how to do it, and you're asking yourself that question, how do we do this? Then stay tuned on this program. We will be showing you exactly how to put a BackABuddy campaign up. You're also welcome to pop your messages. This is a live program, and while we're live, you can pop your messages in. We might read some of them out, put them up on screen, and you can post messages if you're watching it after the live show as well, because we monitor the messages. So I was very lucky enough to get an invite. I haven't been, do you know, Tonya, I haven't been to a fancy function for a while now, eh?
Yeah, and you know what, Tom? You look very gorgeous.
If I put enough makeup on, then I'm okay. I wonder whether I can get all three of us on here at the same time. Do you think I can? See if I can get all three of us.
That would be great.
Yeah, let's see if I can get all three of us while we skinner. And we wait for messages to come through. All right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3. There we are. We're all kind of, except for Alistair. We can only see his nose and his eyes on screen at the same time. There we go. So yeah, if you've just joined us, in the middle is Tonya. It's a sandwich. It's a Tonya sandwich. Tom at the top, Alistair at the bottom, Tonya in the middle.
I say that a lot.
And not that kind of sandwich. I don't know what you're thinking of. I'm all chaste and pure. I don't know if I like that 3-in-1 shot. So I got invited to the Westcliff Hotel. Very Lani place.
Oh, I love the Westcliff Hotel.
So do I.
When was this last night?
So pretty.
No, it was about a week or two ago. I was invited by CHOC, the childhood cancer charity, to come along to the media launch of their flip-flop day. And it was the first time I've been to a media function in about 15 years or maybe more. So it was like going back to my roots, so to speak. And also the Westcliff holds many happy memories for me, because the first Michelle I dated, she took me to the Westcliff for our first excursion. And so as I walked past the rooms and the parking lot where we kissed, I thought, hey, remember this place, the Westcliff? It brings back great memories.
Happy memories, Tommy. Is it still so beautiful? I haven't been to the Westcliff for ages.
It's a gorgeous hotel. It's probably my favorite hotel in Johannesburg, up on the hill there.
Yeah,
with the view. Nice.
Really beautiful.
I was going to say, it's up on a hill somewhere, isn't it?
It's up on the Westcliff Hill. That's probably why they called it the Westcliff.
It's just around from the zoo, Al. It's such a beautiful.
It's across the drag.
Green, so many trees.
I lived in Cape Town for 20 years, so I've forgotten exactly where everything is.
I said representing KZN is Tonya, but representing Primrose Hill, Jameson, is Alistair. Representing the hood, representing the hill there.
I'm on the east.
I thought you were going to say the mountain there for a minute.
The Germiston Mountain. All right. So Henrietta Cortez says, hi there. Nice to see you. Looking well. Michelle Sabatino says, Michelle is a good name. I've had bad luck twice now with Michelle's. I've had 2 bad Michelle experiences. Well, I'm willing to give a third Michelle a try if you're keen and single. Okay. Look, we're really here to talk about health matters this afternoon. Who would like to know what's happening with Dwayne and Damian? We'll do an update quickly. Okay.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
All right. Well, let me show you what happened with Dwayne. First of all, his mom said, and in Afrikaans, I'm going to read it out and then I'll translate it. Goeiedag, Dwayne nog baie goed. Hy gister en vandag nog vreeslik bleek, maar ek het vir hom vitamine shake gekry en ysteraanvulle. Ons gaan maar stil wees tot die 5de Maart, want ons teruggaan vir die G-Scope. Dankie aan almal wat gebede ons gedraai het tot hier en al die ondersteuning vir Dwayne. So basically what Dwayne's mom Valerie is saying is things are going okay with Dwayne. He's got to go back to the Joburg Gen, the Charlotte McKeke on the 5th of March. Things are going to be quiet from them until then, but they'll update us when they get to Joburg Hospital. So yeah, I mean, it's good. Good to know that there's progress there. They won't leave it alone, and they keep looking for the problem and the cause and keep treating him. It's nice to see.
You know what I'm loving about these stories?
What
is when you first told us about Dwayne. Sorry, he was vomiting blood in the hospital bed uncontrollably, and now he's at home. And he's going back for tests.
With a diagnostic and treatment plan, which is really good.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful one.
Right. Then we got an update where this is huge news, guys. Damian, who you recall was on the 8th of November, my birthday, in a very serious motorcycle accident. His family actually sent me the CCTV footage of him going into the bucky. It's crazy. I don't want to play it here, but that accident then cut his back. A huge cut in his back. He was almost cut in half, and then broke bones and all sorts of. I mean, it's just a massive accident. And we were able to assist in getting Damian transferred to Charlotte McKeke Hospital. And I thought he's going to be there for months. I mean, we were chatting about this earlier, Tonya. You thought he was going to be there for months as well, eh?
Well, I'm just absolutely astonished at the power of prayer and good medicine that this boy actually made it home.
That's the big news.
It's a terrible story,
That's the news. That's the huge news. Here he is coming out of his ward on his own steam, on a wheelchair, yes, but here he is. This is the big moment when Damian wheels himself out of the Charlotte McKeke Hospital, who've done a sterling job, and on his way home. And so, I think being 17 or 18 years old helps. I think if you're 52 like me, it's going to take a little longer, hey? Alistair, how long will it take you to recover from being cut in half?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, the difference, Tom, is at 17, 18, 19, you bounce a lot better than a 66-year-old.
Yeah, you bounce. So that's great news. Salome was going to, isn't it just? Salome was going to join us this afternoon.
Brilliant.
But her voice is gone. She picked some kind of bug up in the hospital visiting Damian, and her voice is gone. But as soon as her voice is good, she'll come and join us. And I will also go and visit Dwayne soon. He lives in Primrose, the capital of Germiston, Alistair. And I will come and visit you as well. So maybe I'll pick you up and we'll visit Damian together. How's that?
That sounds like a perfectly good plan.
Awesome.
All right. So we'll do that. Possibly next week we'll go and shoot that little feature and put it on the show. We're going to be putting Tom Runner shows up on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to start, because I don't want to push too hard. We could go 4 days a week and run out of content and run out of guests and just bug you. So we're going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 p.m., and then we'll start fattening it up as we go along. You got any comments? Pop them in the comment section down below this video. See what we can read to you and read on the show. Now, I would like to take you to the Westcliff Hotel. And I'd like to take you on an out and about session. I was out and about 10 days ago. As I said at the beginning of the show, went to the Westcliff, and I had 2 reasons I went there. One, to support CHOC, and then the other, there's a lady called Taryn Seegers who we're about to interview and chat to, just a brief chat. Taryn used to work for me as a waitress when I managed a restaurant in Kempton Park in 25 years ago. And I had not seen Taryn in 25 years until the day I went to the Westcliff. And then there she was, communications coordinator for CHOC. And I thought, well, it'd be really nice to have Taryn give us the details on Flip Flop Day, which is coming up on Friday. So let me take you on the very first Tom London's Out and About with Suzuki Rivonia as we go to the Westcliff Hotel to join the hoi polloi, darling, all the celebrities, and me sitting there in the front row to show you what's up and what's happening this Friday. Let's all support CHOC this Friday. Here I am, Out and About with Tom London, brought to you by Suzuki. While I'm rocking the Suzuki Espresso at the Four Seasons Hotel, the Westcliff, as we know, about to go in and see what all the fuss is about. Let's check out the views. I haven't been to one of these fancy functions for a long, long time. I brought you with me to the Westcliff Hotel for the Flip Flop Day media launch. Brent Lindeque, the Good Things guy, is the MC here today.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Love is about showing up. Love is about standing together, and especially when it's something or someone you care about.
This is Taryn Seegers. She's the communications coordinator for CHOC. But before she was the communications coordinator for CHOC, what were you, Taryn Seegers?
A waitress
Where?
at the Palm Roll
Which was?
22 years ago.
And who was the boss? That's Taryn Seegers. She's doing all the good work here at CHOC. You know, him is the Good Things guy. That's what they call me. Brent Lindeque. Brent, what does everyone have to do on February 14th?
On February 14th, you have to wear your flip-flops for Flip Flop Day to raise money for CHOC. It's so incredibly important. The work they do is phenomenal. It's easy. It's 10 Rand. You can go to Tacky Town to get your little sticker, or you can order it online and courier guy will deliver it to you. It's that easy. Get involved.
He's amazing. So that was the media launch for Flip Flop Day here at the Four Seasons Westcliff. 14th of February, wear your flip-flops. We'll pop along to a Tacky Town and buy a sticker for $10. The money goes to CHOC. And let's support this good cause together, shall we? Joining us now is Taryn Seegers, communication coordinator at CHOC. Yeah, that's where I was, Westcliff Four Seasons Hotel. That was a fun day, hey Taryn, how's it?
It was an awesome day. How's it going, Tom?
I'm well, thank you. All right, CHOC, refresh our memories. What is CHOC?
CHOC is an incredible non-profit organization based here in South Africa. We support families who have gone through or are going through the childhood cancer journey. So we've got numerous programs that are there to hold the family's hand, from social workers to accommodation, transport, anything you can imagine that will help make this family's life a bit easier.
And I'm guessing Flip Flop Day is the vehicle you've got that raises funds for these initiatives.
Yes, so Flip Flop Day is our biggest fundraiser, which CHOC holds nationwide.
And Flip Flop Day takes place this Friday, is that right? Valentine's Day.
Yes, so all of those who don't have a date yet, we've got the perfect soulmate for you, and that is CHOC, Childhood Cancer Foundation. We're here to raise funds for these children and teenagers that we support.
All right, how do we take part in Flip Flop Day? What do we need to do?
So your first step is you buy a sticker.
Where do we buy stickers? Where do we get stickers from?
So stickers, you can either purchase it online, which is choc.org.za, or easiest would be any Tacky Town store nationwide, especially if you just want to get one quickly, get your hands on it as soon as possible. Go to a Tacky Town store nationwide. It is just 10 Rand. So anyone and everyone can get involved. Then, on Friday,
yeah,
14th, you wear your sticker. You put your sticker on your shirt or your wherever, your blazer, your pocket, your tie, however you want to wear it. And you get to wear your flip-flops to work, to school, to gym, to anywhere you can. You wear your flip-flops. And that will show everyone that you are there to walk beside this family. You're there to stand with them.
It's Flip Flop Day on Friday. And if you'd like to support CHOC, then pop along to Tacky Town. Is that right? Tacky Town, and buy your sticker for just 10 Rand. It's only 10 Rand. and wear your flip-flops on Friday and support CHOC. They're a very, very worthwhile charity doing great work in the community. Thank you, Taryn Seegers. Always good to see you.
It is.
I mean, I know. There's a little piece in the video where we talk about I was your boss once upon a time, but now you look far more capable than me. So I shall refer to you as ma'am.
No, I come from humble beginnings. I mean, to think about where we started, how many years ago?
Many.
Years.
Norcombe Park, Norcombe Mall. Taryn Seegers was one of the best waitresses I've ever seen. All right, Taryn, well, thank you, and good luck for Friday, hey? We support you all the way.
Thank you for your support. It means absolute everything to us, Tom. So appreciated.
It's only a pleasure. Taryn Seegers is the communications coordinator for CHOC.
Hey guys, Shane here. And boy, do I have a deal for you on the 4th generation Suzuki Swift GL Plus manuals. So the Suzuki Swift GL Plus manuals come standard with now a height adjustable seat. So if you're short like me, we've also got auto stop start function to save on fuel. You've got a multi-function steering wheel as standard, so your hands never ever have to leave the steering wheel. Also comes standard with a 7-inch infotainment screen with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and a reverse cam. What more are you gonna need? And prices start at $224,900 only on silver and white models while stocks last. So let's get you on down to Suzuki Kyalami or Suzuki Rivonia, your home of happy customers.
If you need the new Swift, then you know where to go. Our friends at Suzuki Rivonia or Suzuki Kyalami, the sister branch. Now listen, if you land up buying a Suzuki at one of those branches, Suzuki or Kyalami, you got to tell them, Tom sent me. Just like that. How's it? Tom sent me. Then you'll get a discount and you'll get looked after and you'll become part of the Van Kerkhoven family, which is a big deal in Johannesburg.
What he doesn't tell you is that you'll get looked after and treated like royalty anyway. But if you mention Tom London, he's going to get more benefits, right, Tom?
Yeah, I'll get the benefits. I haven't even made a deal with them yet.
You better, mate.
But I know this, that Suzuki Kyalami and Suzuki Rivonia are run by a wonderful family. And the great thing about doing podcasting is I don't have to put any advertisers on that I don't like or I don't admire. And I happen to admire Greg Van Kerkhoven and the Van Kerkhoven family, Auntie Laurie and the staff at Rivonia and Kyalami, and they're wonderful, wonderful people. So if you're looking at test driving or taking a look at one of those new Suzuki Swifts, they're awesome. I'll be doing a road test on it soon. There's a series coming up called Tom Drives Every Suzuki. The first one is the little Espresso, which I've done. Then we do the Celerio, then we do the Swift. So in about 4 or 5 weeks from now, we're going to do the Swift test drive. We'll be on the show. You'll always see the content on the show first. So if you want to see the content before it becomes a snippet somewhere, you can watch this on the show. You'll see it first. And when we do competitions, it will only be on the show. So I'm trying to get Tonya to give away a stay at her house in Sodwana for 9 days. Failing that, you'll be off to
Suzuki story, though.
You got a Suzuki story? Well, yeah, I was just thinking, Alistair just offered up his house in Primrose for a 7-day stay in the big competition we're going to run. Thanks, Alistair.
And if you close,
you have to share
your eyes,
you can hear the ocean.
Close your eyes, you can pretend it's the ocean, but it's actually the traffic.
That's what I do here in Weltevreden Park. Okay, but you have to share the bed with Alistair because he's run out of bed, so there's no spare room.
There's sardine space here.
That's right. What else do I have to show you? I got all sorts of things on the boil here. Did you like that? Taryn, she's lovely, isn't she? The communications coordinator for CHOC.
Isn't she precious? And also, what a great job CHOC are doing, eh? They've been around for years.
Long time.
Always a good organization, always noteworthy, always come to the rose to the very top. Love them.
All right, let's check see what you've got to say on the line and see what your messages contain. Michelle is a good name. We did that one. I'm ready for Michelle number 3. Tonya says no more Michelles.
No.
Really?
No more Michelle. We're done with Michelle in Tom London's love life, guys, please.
Jenny Longmore says you guys are doing a great job. Michelle says we'll keep him in my prayers. Petrol Potier says afternoon Tom and friends. Gombel Mills says God is good. A lot of people have been praying for these young men and the people that we, with the short stories we share, and I love that. Teresa Fenta, I sent you a WhatsApp. Okay, so I'll try and find it. Nolene Straub. Ooh. So what do you think Nolene was saying ooh about? What do you think she was what, the Westcliff? Ooh. I like that hotel. You can take me there sometime. Yeah. El Marie Hendrick says, I'll keep praying for both these young men. I wouldn't stop praying for you as well, Tom. Thank you. Still, you need to keep praying for me because I need to find a job. Please, get on your knees. Everybody, can you get on your knees and hope that I win the lotto? Okay, just pray that I win the lotto. That's good enough. I'm going to keep it simple.
I'm going to speak to a psychic about that one, Tom.
So I missed that. What's that?
So if you want to win the lotto, you have to speak to a psychic.
No, I'm going to win the lotto one day. I'm one of those people that absolutely believes I'm going to win it. Yvonne wants to know if my website is up and running. It actually is, but I haven't worked out how to point it. Yeah, I haven't worked out how to point it to my domain name yet. So it's not on the TomLondonShow.co yet. It's got this long squiggly address. But someone will help me in the next day or two, show me how to point a website to the domain, and then my website will go live, and then I built one for Stan Katz as well. So both of us are sitting without websites because this Paul over here doesn't know how to connect them. But I'll figure it out, Yvonne, and it will be a day or two. Teresa wants to know if we've got demo cars. I've got an answer for Suzuki and Kyalami now, if they've got demo cars. Yeah, plenty, man. They've got thousands. I think they've got about 10,000 there. Yeah, maybe 20,000 demo cars. Just pop along.
I'll tell you, every Suzuki I've bought, and they've all been from Greg van Kerkhoven, every single one, and there've been 4, have been demos.
Oh, really?
Every single one of them, yeah.
You got that Grand Vitara now, the GV, the previous one. You love that. People who buy them never let them go, like the Suzuki SX4, they don't let them go.
It's the same. It's the same. I had an SX4 and then I had an accident in it, which was terrible, but it saved my life. But so then I had to upgrade to the Grand Vitara. You know, the Grand Vitara.
The big boss.
The big boss.
Tom, you're quite a tall man, right?
Yes. I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot 3, 6'4", somewhere around there. 6'3", 6'4". Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about the same. You did a test drive of the Jimny when you were out in the bush somewhere.
Yeah, I've ridden in Jimneys. Yeah.
Don't you find your knees up by the window while there?
No, not at all. The funny thing is that I fit inside all of these cars. And sometimes you think that I'm not going to fit into something like the Suzuki Celerio, which I'll be test driving next week. It's a little car. And you think, you never fit in there. And actually, that's the one I'm very comfortable in. It's very weird. But you'll see it in the videos. I will prove it to you. You will see. Alistair, I've got a lot of people that ask me about setting up BackABuddy campaigns and pages. And I think more and more South Africans are switching on to the idea that if you have a family member or friend in need, then one of the greatest places to raise money, get people to donate money to, is BackABuddy. It's a great organization. They certainly helped me when I was in trouble, and my friends and family and people were able to donate to BackABuddy. And it was a seamless, I mean, you'll attest to that. The operation was seamless. And people, you had no problems with it, did you, Alistair?
None at all. I did initially have a problem the first day that we launched it because they have to do a verification of some kind that you are genuine and that you are actually doing some kind of fundraising for a worthy cause, for instance. But once that little hiccup was passed, it flew. I went onto the website, www.backabuddy.co.za. It's a press buttons, plug and play kind of thing. You write a little blurb somewhere as to what it's all about, copy it, paste it into the website, and Bob's your auntie.
So anybody with some computer literacy is able to put something together, is that right? I mean, you can work a computer, you can set up a BackABuddy campaign.
You don't even have to use a computer, you can use your phone.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what advice would
it's very simple.
What advice would you give to people, Alistair? I mean, let's say I've got a family member or friend and now I need to set up a BackABuddy campaign. What advice would you give people? What are the number one or the top things to look for when you set up a BackABuddy campaign?
Firstly, know what you're saying. Do it in a way that like I did. I went onto AI Google and I typed a little blurb as to what I wanted to say, and I said, please give me a revision or a better way of saying this. And it edited and formulated what I wanted to say in a better, more succinct kind of way. I took that, I plugged it into the website, and it's helped, because as long as people can read and understand what you're aiming for, they are going to be more conducive, more willing to give. If you write something and it's in bad English or it's in bad grammar or whatever the case might be, people are going to say, so sorry.
Yeah. Tonya and I rely on AI to write scripts for us quite a lot. Hey, Tonya, I mean, not a day goes by that we haven't got Grok or someone. I don't think you use Elon Musk's AI, do you? You don't like the man. But I use Grok from time to time. You what?
I have my own AI. We're very lucky. It's called Blue Silk. Isn't that a nice word?
Well, you got your own AI?
Yes.
Really?
Sir. Yeah, it's called Blue Silk. And it's super, super
And I can't get onto Blue Silk, can I? No.
Well, you can if you're a client, but no. So the answer is no.
All right. Well, that's no to Alistair as well. You'll have to use Grok as well, Alistair. The rest of us, we just use plain old pleb AI, while Tonya uses Silky Blue.
I just use WhatsApp AI.
Oh, there we go. What? I didn't know WhatsApp had AI. Do they?
Yeah, they do. They're all better properties as AI.
Wow, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Can I add something
yes,
to
of course. I also want to add, but you go first. Yeah.
Comments. Sorry. So, I mean, BackABuddy largely depends on, outside of family members, it depends on a community that identifies with your cause, like with Tom.
Yeah.
And they will then part with cash or whatever it is you're requiring from the situation. So social media becomes your primary platform. And even through the BackABuddy page, it directs you almost immediately to share, etc. So if you want to have a successful campaign, you really have to use social media effectively by sending that link across with data that makes sense to people. So Alistair said quite rightly earlier that, having a solid summary of the campaign is very important. And the same is true on social media. Making your points and getting your campaign across is very important. And you have to find the empathic side of people. So you want to appeal to people's better nature. Sometimes that's a bit difficult, but we hope to do so in this instance. And so doing so, you have to tell a story. So you want people to know who the person is that you're needing help for, to know exactly what the situation is they're facing, how much money is required and why, and all those add. And then, having an ongoing story, a bit like what you've seen with Tom and the people that he's championed across the way. That's very important if you want to keep social media on side.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd like to add to that, and that is, I think, I was able to raise over 300,000 Rand for the operation that I had. When you go into detail, however, I think that I need to be very transparent with these numbers, because about 160, over half of that 300,000 Rand came from about 4 different people.
Yes.
There was someone who gave me 80,000 Rand who didn't want to be mentioned. There were family and friends who gave me 50,000 Rand who didn't want to be mentioned. There were friends who gave me 5,000, 8,000, 3,000, like that. And it came to about 170,000. So the amount that we raised from the general public was probably about 150,000 Rand or so. And so when you see that number on my campaign, 300, didn't all come from a whole bunch of people.
50 Rand.
Yeah, about half of it came from people close to me that said, we'll give you the money. And I think that's what made my campaign a bit different from what I'm seeing out there at the moment is that I made the appeals myself.
Yes.
Alistair set up the campaign on BackABuddy. I actually didn't know Alistair had set up the campaign on BackABuddy. He just went ahead and did it. Thank God he did.
Thank God he did.
But once that campaign was there, I had somewhere to send people, and I could make Facebook Live videos from my hospital bed, and I could tell people that I needed help. And I know that it's, we have to swallow our pride in moments like this, and I certainly had to. But if you swallow your pride and you make the appeal directly and you say, look, I'm in trouble, I need your help, I think that's a much more powerful message than other people appealing on your behalf. Obviously, sometimes people are really ill and they can't, understandable. But if you're able to say, look, I need help, then I would make the appeal myself. And then you've got to give constant updates. You've got to constantly talk to people, constantly let people know what's happening, constantly engage with people, constantly put new posts up, constantly tell people, and go across as many platforms as you can, and get your, WhatsApp your friends and your family and tell them to get involved and share as well, because that's where it starts. It starts with friends, family, and the community. And that would be my advice to you if you're going to put a BackABuddy campaign together, you're looking to raise funds. Have I left anything out, Alistair?
Not that I can think of, Tom. I mean, as Tonya said, there's direct links on the BackABuddy site that you can use. If you put it on Twitter, you can put it through on LinkedIn, you can put it through on Facebook and WhatsApp. They've got those links available there for you to use. It's very hands-on and tactile. You can touch and do it immediately. You do need, as you said, to push the campaign. You can't just put it out there and then leave it where people are going to find it. People are not going to find it. It's like waiting in your house for a new spouse. Sitting there waiting for a girlfriend to arrive at your front door is never going to work. Not unless she's delivering pizza.
I thought it does work if you just sit and wait. Eventually a girlfriend does just land at your doorstep, but that you say it doesn't work like that. Okay.
Only if she's called Michelle.
I need to get away from that.
Michelle delivering pizza.
No, listen, any woman who's not called Michelle is going to stay away from me now because they're going to feel I'm only interested in Michelle. I almost, when they did the presentation at the Westcliff, Taryn, who we interviewed just now, she stood up and then she said she was single and everyone went, oh, like that. I almost shot up out of my chair. I almost went, me too, let's go on a date. And then I thought, might not work out. I almost asked her on a date, but then I chickened out. I was shy.
Are you happy to be single?
I don't believe that for a moment.
Am I happy to be single?
Yeah.
No. I mean, there's some things I like. Why are you laughing?
It's not nice eating alone, Tonya.
Yeah, no, I don't mind eating alone.
Are you married, Al?
Oh, yes. Now here comes the story. Hey, this is a good story.
Oh, no.
Put your seatbelts on.
I'm divorced.
Are you divorced happily?
I lived in Cape Town. Yeah, I'm happily divorced. I lived in Cape Town for 20 years. And 2 years ago, I came back to Joburg and I moved in with my 2 children and my ex-wife, and we're sharing accommodation. That's all.
Yes, Alistair lives with his ex-wife. I think he's a legend. He's a legend.
That is absolutely brilliant. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. If they were good enough to marry, they're good enough to be your mate. That's how I feel.
Exactly.
I mean, unless there's something really bad to you.
20 years of being divorced and not around the person does tend to mellow the reasons why you got a divorce. And so you forget that, you forgive that, and you move on.
I don't know. I think if any of my ex-girlfriends came and stayed with me, they'd want to kill me with a steak knife, like on day one. They would have bad memories and they'd want to do me in.
It depends on how long ago that happened.
I don't know. I don't like being single. I mean, there are moments that I do. I like to eat alone. I actually don't mind eating alone. I like to bath alone. I don't like to sleep alone, and why are you laughing?
Well,
it's very important to let people know. I like to don't like you. If you're going to date me, we're going to do a lot of sexy stuff together. I'll keep you awake all night, but we're not going to land up in the bath at the same time that often. Once or twice, maybe.
Which do you prefer, Tom? A bath or a shower?
Bath, definitely. I'm a bath. I like to soak. I'm a Scorpio. I got to get in the water. I can't just have it bouncing off me.
Alistair, you don't know how many conversations I've had with Tom in the bath, man. The best decisions he makes are in the bath.
If you're a good friend, if you're a good friend of mine, we can have a WhatsApp video call while I'm in the bath. I don't mind. Either Tonya has qualified, my family qualify, and there are one or two people that qualify to chat to me while I'm in the bath. But you're not allowed to see below my nipples.
Oh, not past the bar. That's all right. We're fine. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on the floor.
But you know what I do like? If I'm having a bath, it's very nice if a lady sits on the toilet and talks to me. But the toilet seat must be down. Let me just make myself clear here. I mean, the toilet seat's down, you use it as a chair. although if you're brave, I don't mind. It's okay.
Okay. Like
this show's going down there. This show's going downhill for us.
I know, I'm loving it. We're on a steep decline here, and that always gets me hot. I'm so all right. So hold on. Hold on.
You've actually gone red.
I do. I blush. I blush so easily. It's not even funny. Don't point that out to people.
That's so cute.
Kirsty Buerta says, Tom, you're not going to get a girlfriend with comments like that. Why do you think I'm single? It's this mouth of mine. It's the cuck that comes out of my mouth. That's precisely
the only type of girlfriend.
Yeah.
The only type of girlfriend you're going to get is a daring one with comments like that.
I was Vision by Design, the people that made these glasses for me, and they're a wonderful crowd in Randburg there. I was sitting with them after we did the fitting or whatever the presentation, or I don't know what you call it when you get glasses, the pickup or something. And I was sitting with the staff, and they were going, I was talking about my favorite topic, which is I need a girlfriend. And someone said, Tom, what kind of girlfriend do you like? And I went, do you know in the cowboy movies where you see those horses and then there's a guy holding onto a rope and the horse is going wee like that? I like women like that, like the wild horses. Bring me the mad ones.
Oh no, Tommy, what am I going to do? Guys, feel sorry for me, really.
Bring me the mad ones. I love them. There's a look in the eyes. You can see it. There's a crazy look in the eyes. I love it.
You know, Tom. I just watched this.
Yeah.
I just binge watched the whole season of The Block in Australia, and there was a girl on there who had green hair, and she was a bit of a wild one. So I would reckon that would be your kind of girl.
Did she have green eyes? Because it turns out most of my girlfriends have had green eyes. And I'm like, look back on my dating history and I'm like, how can I landed up with women with green eyes mostly? And I think I've got a thing subconsciously, without knowing it, for women with green eyes. Did she have green eyes?
Are you Irish by any chance?
I've got some Irish blood in me. Listen.
Well, there you go.
Listen, you find the scrappiest township Bobby dog, and check its DNA, and it will be more thoroughbred than me. I am a proper conglomeration of mess. My mother was born in Denmark. Yeah.
You like Afrikaners. The strongest dogs are made from pavement specials, mate.
I still think it's a joke.
Everybody what your primary roots are, because you're actually a Viking, aren't you?
I'm 50%. Yeah, 50% Viking. Drink out of people's skulls, man. That's half of me, and then the other half is just it's a mess. There's a Polish Jew in there somewhere, and there's an Irishman in there somewhere, and a British guy, and
any South African.
Very little.
What generation South African are you, Tom?
Oh, I hate to say this because they're such an unpopular.
Are you first generation?
Me. My dad. Hold on. My dad's side of the family goes back to 1820. Those popular guys, the 1820 settlers that came here and did the tour.
Part of the crowd we all love.
Yeah. Me too. Well, you're also part of 1820. I don't know whether you're allowed to say that. Or can you say that publicly?
No,
it doesn't go back to. We don't go back to Jan van Riebeck. We're not as esteemed.
No, we go back to Port Elizabeth, Grahamstown area.
King Williamstown is where that side of my family's from. And then my mom was born in Denmark. So I don't know what I am. I'm like 10th generation on one side and 0 on the other.
No, but I mean, that's great. So you are really a son of the soil, actually.
I was born in Hillbrow. I'm very proud to say, born in Hillbrow, and grew up in Springs.
That's a Marymount.
What I can't remember. It's so long ago where I was born. I think it was the something Children's Hospital, if I'm not mistaken.
I was born at the Marymount.
No,
where were you born?
At the Marymount Hospital in Jeppe or somewhere.
Yeah, it wasn't Marymount. Marymount, I think, is Kensington side.
Yeah, that's where I was born.
Yeah, where were you born?
My mom and dad had a flat in Hillbrow.
Oh, yeah? My parents, too. My parents were in a place called Senator Towers opposite Joubert Park when it was a nice area. You can't say that now. You can't say, oh, my folks live in... I mean, if you tell people, where do your folks live? Well, they live in a lovely apartment opposite Joubert Park in Hillbrow.
Now you can't go anywhere near that place.
Well, this is what bugs me, and one day we must do a show on this. The Johannesburg Art Gallery is in that area, right? You know that? I've never been to the... No, I don't think anyone in Joburg's ever been to the Joburg Art Gallery to start off with. I've never met anyone who's got...
still even have doors?
Well, that's the interesting thing. The Joburg Art Gallery is still there and all the art is still inside. Do you know what art is inside the Joburg Art Gallery?
No, tell me.
Shall I look it up quickly on the internet?
While you're doing that, I just have to tell you that half the comments are... people born at Marymount.
What? There's a Marymount society going on here.
There is a Marymount community out here that is crazy.
It's a Marymount.
They must have had a special of babies being born at the Marymount.
Yeah, the parents were all in bed at the same time 9 months before that. Something was going on. It was a Friday night. No television back then. The only entertainment was...
Remember, television only came out in 76, eh?
Yeah. So I just played some
music is that?
I just pressed a little button and music happened. So I
thought, what is going on now? Is it fun?
It's a bit porno, this music. Don't you think? It's a bit adult movie, this, eh? Huh? It's a bit adult. It is, eh? It's a little bit like... Hello. Hi. What are you here for? I'm the maid. Come on in. I'm the French maid. I've never watched stuff like that.
I'm the waitress.
Huh?
I'm the waitress.
I'm looking for the Joburg Art Gallery here to see. Here we go. Do you want to know what's in the Joburg? Listen to this, right? Picassos. Do you think they...
No.
I'm serious. They are... it's shocking.
But how come we don't know about
Picassos, Rodins, Sekotos, Pianefs, you name it. And I think there's even a Rembrandt or something in the Joburg Art Gallery. I mean, we're talking about serious art. And I think it's closed at the moment. I don't think you can go there because the roof fell in or something. But I always worry. It's like...
Do they have any Irma Stern in there?
Some what?
Irma Stern.
I'm sure they've got Irma Stern. Are you interested in art?
Because she's a South African.
She is too. Or was. She's no longer.
No, she died in the early 60s or something.
That's right. Are you interested in art, Alistair?
Not really, no.
Like most South Africans.
I do know. Yeah, like most South Africans. I do know Irma Stern because I had a friend once who was very into Irma Stern and
is it? I think you see, I was raised by this Danish mother and she didn't watch rugby, so I never grew up a rugby lover. But my mother did say to me, if you want to be a cultured person, Tom, you need to appreciate ballet. And so I'm a big ballet and gymnastics lover, and I also love art. And yesterday I was sitting here in this exact same spot, and I thought, I think it's my duty to educate South Africans and bring us up to speed with the rest of the world. I mean, it can't be that you have so many people in the country that don't know who Irma Stern is, who don't know who PNF is, who wouldn't be able to tell a Picasso from a Rothko. I mean, we've got to do something about this. And I was wondering, maybe we should get the art galleries involved. Like once every 2 weeks, we get Strauss & Co. or Sotheby's or someone on board and we look at art together. No? I see you making big eyes there, Tonya, Khoury. He doesn't want to do it.
I was like, how am I going to escape that show?
She's like, you don't have to. All right.
Tom,
Yeah,
Tonya is more interested in fish than art.
I think so.
I'm far more, Alistair, like it moves for a start.
All right, your bath and toilet situation is hilarious, says Marlene Falkenberg. Do you like to, do you, when you go, when you're in the bath or whatever, do you allow a partner into the bathroom or do you want to be on your own? Tonya.
I don't
have a problem with it.
Shower.
You don't bath, you shower. But if you're in the shower, is it okay if...
I have done, yeah, I have, but I do prefer my own shower.
You like to be on your own? Alistair, do you like to be alone or you like the family in there with you?
I don't have a problem with showering alone. If I'm going to shower with anybody, it's going to be somebody special.
Okay. Right. No, we cleared that up. You're so funny. Love you to bits. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Laura says, great chat. We're just having fun. We've done all the serious stuff. Lorinda says, Tom, you need to come visit us in East London. East London. I was supposed to be in East London, but unfortunately I had to go to the Helen Joseph Hospital instead. I think that's Tonya trying to tell me she needs to go at 3. Yes? Don't worry. I know you need to go at 3. So,
I'm actually telling you that my battery's dying.
Oh, your battery's going flat. Okay. All right, quickly wrap up the messages. Okay, hold on. Let's do the messages. Tom, you to come visit us in East London? I would love to. Careful what you wish for, Tom, says Laura Hughes. What is that, Laura?
Exactly, Lauren. She's smart, that girl.
You think so? I'm trying to work out where that noise is coming from. Is it Tonya? There's this background noise.
No.
Henrietta says we don't drink blood out of people's skulls. She's watching us from Denmark, so I've already upset one Dane. I thought that's where skull came from. I thought you said skull because the Vikings used to drink out of the skulls. I honestly thought that. Carly found a favor. They were talking about BackABuddy. Good. Carly, I hope you watch this and it helps you. Karen Eva says, me too. Marymount. Oh, this is the Marymount story. Karen says, best people grew up in Springs. Amen. I was also born at the Marymount. Una Gaida says that. Lorinda Young says, we went to the park back in the day. What a beautiful place it was. Queen Vic. Yes, that's the hospital I was born in. Queen Vic. Thank you, Cynthia. And Lorinda says, loving this. My son was born at the Jeepers. Now we know who was. We got a Marymount report going on here. Gwen says, we used to go to Joubert Park when I was 6 at Christmas. Wouldn't do that now. Messi, says Carrie Field. Yvonne Pennicott says, Teresa Fentershaw. I got it. People are talking amongst themselves. Okay, so is that it? Anything to add to what we've been discussing today? We'll be back on Thursday for another chat at 3 o'clock. Tonya Khoury down in Sodwana. Acumen Media is her company. AcumenMedia.net is the website you want to visit. She watches the news, so you, your company, your brand doesn't have to.
It's me. Thank you for having me, Tom. It's been great fun.
Laka. And then representing Jameson, the king of Primrose Hill, the one and only Alistair.
Yes, Tom, thanks so much. It's been great.
Nice to speak to you as well. Good to see you. And I'll leave you with another deal. If you've got a business and you need a little carry van, and you need to carry stuff around, a panel van type of thing, then Suzuki Rivonia has got one for you. Mario Beltrami has got the details. I'll be back to say goodbye in just a moment.
Hi, butchers and bakers and candlestick makers, do we have the car for you? For $2,999 a month, your company can own the Suzuki Eco, a reliable and spacious vehicle. Pop into Suzuki Kalami or Suzuki Rivonia, the home of happy customers.
Well, thank you for joining me, Tom London and Tonya Khoury and my friend Alistair. I don't know why your surname always escapes me when I say Alistair. It's very weird. Alistair Jameson in Jameson. I'm going to call you Alistair Jameson from Jameson from now on. Thank you, Alistair. Okay, listen, we'll be back on Thursday. Look out on my channel for more content, more clips. There's Rate the Shake. Looking for Joburg's and South Africa Ultimately's best milkshake. That's coming up this week. Also, I Spy. Look out for that on my channel. I'll be driving the Suzuki Espresso this week. That content will be up, and I'll catch you again on Thursday for another little show like this at 3 o'clock. So if you're free, come and join me, Tonya, and Alistair for another Tom London show. This show is brought to you by Suzuki Rivonia, the home of happy customers. Tell them I sent you if you pop along. Say, Tom sent me for a good deal. Goodbye.